Well, good evening, gladiators. We who are about to play salute you. Can you hear the epic music in the background? That can mean only one thing. Tonight we're playing one of the great strategy games of all time, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Now this game was made by New World Computing way back in the year 2000. So, you know, a lifetime ago by video game standards. But even playing it today, it holds up as one of the classic fantasy games. It's got everything you could ask for. 8 different factions, giants, monsters, angels, demons, heroes, villains, huge sprawling maps, powerful magic, and some pretty cool campaigns as well. Now, the campaigns and even the average game in Heroes of Might and Magic goes for quite some time, and we're not going to sit through a whole session unless I get knocked out early, as so often happens when I play my games. I die a lot. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to maybe play for half an hour, and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on this fantastic game. Let's get into it. Alright, so Heroes of Might and Magic 3. To tell the truth, I don't remember playing the first two. I think I might have played the second one, but this is the one that really I got into. And actually, if I'm not wrong, I think the game actually came out in 1995. I said 2000 before, but that might be the expanded editions and so on. Because I do remember playing this in my final year of high school, and I remember I was supposed to be studying for my HSC, but I was playing Heroes of Might and Magic, and that probably reflects quite well on what happened to my university results. But hey, look, you know, you can do anything. Don't worry if you don't do that well and you can't go to college or uni. Forge your own path, as we're going to do now in Heroes 3. I would like to just choose my character. You've got so many options. We're going to go with a bunch of computer players. I wouldn't mind being able to choose what we'll go with that one. What is our army? Normal difficulty, of course. Advanced options. There we go. Alright, you've got all these different factions you can use. You've got the humans, you've got the elves, the kind of what were they? Some kind of fantasy goblins and demons, undead. These guys are awesome because when you kill things, you can bring them back to life and bring them into your skeletal army. You've got actually, this is the goblin one with all the, you know, beholders and horrible creatures and gnolls. That one I can't remember, I believe, but I do actually know they had the behemoth. Anyway, let's get on with things. I don't remember the conflicts. That might be an expanded one. Let's go with the castle. Random. We could force them to be undead because the undead are pretty cool. And let's get some demons in the mix. Good versus evil, classic battle. For years this land has been a fountain of good fortune for all that lived on this corner of the nation of Antagarich. It's a tough name. We're not going to read that. Let's get on with things. So, first thing you see, very detailed map, and there's a lot going on. But what we see here is our little town. Now, what you're seeing on the screen, the cursor is going to look a little bit funny. On my screen, it looks full screen, but on yours, you might see a tiny little dot. Now, the cool thing with this game is you have all these different buildings, and each one you can upgrade. So, and as you do, the picture changes. So, a small hamlet will become a bigger castle. What can we upgrade? Should we upgrade our citadel? We'll build that, and so the citadel gets more powerful. You want to hire. This has been a long time since I played this, but let's recruit some troops. We'll get 5 of them. I don't think I'm going to get that much money. I've got heaps of money. Let's get them all. And get some archers. Town hall. What else can we buy? Nothing for now. I think we have to follow a bit of an upgrade path before we can do that. Anything else here? What's that building? Ah, heroes. Now, this is, of course, it wouldn't be a heroes game without the actual heroes. Loinus and Taraxor the Barbarian. Do we want the Wizard or the Cleric? Yeah, let's go with the Cleric. They're always good. They've got some cool spells. And they come with their own army retinue as well. So we want to combine them. We want to bring those guys down there. How do you do that? There we go. Oh, yeah. Cool. We're going to leave the town undefended for now. Famous last words. But your heroes get very powerful. And like any classic role-playing game, you have all these different slots that you can upgrade from your shields, your amulets, your weapons. This guy, Edric, the Morgan Freeman guy, always betrays me. So as soon as a battle is lost, there's always a chance that your hero might leave you and abandon the cause. Now this sour-looking character, Edric, always let me down, so I'm a bit sad to see him in the army, even though he's actually super powerful. We've also got Caitlin the Cleric, so we've got 2 Clerics now, and we've got Loinus the Cleric, so I probably should have hired the Barbarian, but you usually, I usually go with 2 or 3 heroes and then build them up. So the base of the game is a turn-based game, and you move around a map collecting shiny stuff. So we're going to move to this treasure chest. After scouring the area, you fall upon a hidden treasure cache. You may take the gold or distribute to the peasants. By taking experience, your guy will level up. We're going to do that. You level up. So advanced learning gives you more experience. Just want to get that level up quicker. Now we've got a fair bit of movement points left, but you really want to try and get horses and fast riding boots and so on, because the more you can move in this game, the more you can take over. Now that looks like a pretty nasty area. There is a mine we can control, but let's get out of here. There's a battle to be had over there, so I'm going to move up here. Oh, we'll get some beasts to fight against. What are those things? Some kind of imps. So battles are hexagonal, and they a hexagonal grid, which is always a bit more strategic than your usual. Whoa, this is tough. Now each guy has a special ability. Archers can fire twice, I think, or they can fire from range. The little broken arrow means it's only going to do half damage, but let's fire at them anyway. Well, this is a tough battle. Our griffins are pretty powerful though, so we're going to take fly mode. Oh, they're Magogs, not imps. That's from the Bible, I believe. Gog and Magog, I think some kind of demons. Correct me if I'm wrong, you religious types. We get our asses handed to us. I wonder if Loinus has any abilities. I believe you can cast a spell, Prayer. Ah, the magical energies of one of more spells more powerful than... okay, damn it. Let's get the griffins in. The griffins are pretty powerful. We should survive. Oh, man. Not a good start for Voinus the Cleric and his men. And as usual, Oli fails at a game. Oh, brutal. Yeah, so we've basically run into a battle that was way more powerful than us, and we really should retreat, but I'm gonna stay the course. Die with honor. Oh man. I've got 2 screens. Sometimes I look at this one, because the cursor is weird. Anyway, not your problem. These pikemen, man, heroic efforts. We might even freaking legendary efforts from our pikemen who just did what the griffins and archers would not. But we're in a bit of a horrible area here with all this kind of nasty stuff around. That's an entrance to the underworld. We're going to pick up some treasure, get some more experience for Voinus, advanced wisdom. I really need to water magic. I need to be starting getting some gold soon because oh, let's go over this way. Everywhere we go, things want to fight us. I don't know if our guys are going to be that powerful, but we'll end his turn. We've got Edric down here, the betrayer. Well, he hasn't betrayed us yet, but you know he's going to. Let's send him down. Now on the map, you'll see there's all these interesting little buildings. This obelisk, for example, it's a piece of a puzzle map, and if you get all the puzzle pieces, you get a powerful artifact. You want to pick up all these resources because down the bottom here you can see gold and jewels and things like that, and they are used to build buildings and hire monsters and troops. So he's on down the bottom of the map, and the sulfur. We'll try and take that mine over when we can get him up there. Small quantity of sulfur. That's his turn. Ah, Caitlin's in a much prettier area. She's in up here in the forest where the actual you'd think a castle would be best built. It's a really pretty game. I love the style of this. It's all the overland maps are lovely high definition pixel art. It's probable a lot of it was actually using 3D models, and you notice when we go to the battles they are 3D models, so that can be a little jarring, but they're not too bad. They don't feel like they are out of place. Magic well, cool. And that, it's a border guard, cool. Oh, so we need a key to get past, and there's a magical artifact there. We'd love to get that if we can. So we'll head over there to that treasure chest. And that's her turn ended. Oh, who's still able to move? Edric. Oh yeah, Edric, come on mate. Come on Edric, keep going buddy. End turn. What a fine day, a light fog lays in the meadow of your town. What? Oh, burning sulfur. Oh, see, yeah, we're in a horrible part of the town. This is miserable. So I believe we're actually playing a scenario that has sort of a beginning, a middle, and an end, and little story events along the way. The campaign itself is quite huge, and there were a couple of expansions for it. And I remember playing through at least one of them, which was an undead one, where you had to go around building skeleton armies. And for those who love swords and sandals, Emperor Antares, his quest was very much inspired by Heroes of Might and Magic and the ability to go around and recruit skeletons to your armies and raise people from the dead. This game was just a wonderful influence on me and on my sort of creative dealings, because it had all sorts of fantasy creatures from, you know, your griffins and goblins all the way through to rocks, ROC, those giant birds, and archangels and demons. And I remember thinking, wow, a game where archangels come down from heaven and fight against evil devils and demons, and then death knights. Let's get some gold. And it just put every sort of fantasy trope into the one game. And the battles just felt, you know, you get to the point where you've got 10,000 devils versus 100,000 angels, and, you know, huge heaven and hell conflicts, which just, you know, stuff that, oh, we've been betrayed. Attract. 20 skeletons, speak of the devil. I think we can take them. You get a little click. So you look at those models, and it feels to me like they are 3D rendered models, but they look cool, especially for the time. There's a lot of different backgrounds here. We see we're in some caves, and there's some stalactites and stalagmites. Here's a fun thing. You probably know this, but you want to know the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite? A good way to remember it: a stalagmite reaches the roof, and a stalactite hangs tight to the roof. It always helps me remember. Might not help you. You might have your own mnemonic for it, or you might not care. There are some awesome caves that are not that far from where I live in Sydney, called the Jenolan Caves, and they have some really cool underground caves, quite similar to these ones, without the skeletons, of course. Oh, it's in there about griffins. The skeletons are not to be underestimated. Do we have got any magic or any skills? Edric, useless. I bet he abandons this if we lose. It's looking tight. Oh, what do you reckon? I can't remember if positioning makes a difference. I know certain creatures, if you get behind, you can do double damage, but I don't think these pikemen have that particular ability. Oh, what can I tell you? Edric abandons your cause like clockwork. You can't trust that man. Of course I did. fight quite poorly, and often heroes will do that, but it just seems to me that 20 years ago I was playing this game, and 20 years ago Edric abandoned the cause. Half a lifetime ago. Still haven't forgotten it. So we should pop into the castle, see if we can upgrade anything. Grab some of those guys. So here's your fort, and this is basically all the troops that your faction can upgrade to, and those are the angels. Once you build a portal of glory, and they can be upgraded to archangels, and they have this cool like golden wreath around them. I love angels and demons and that kind of thing. I just find that it's pretty cool. Cavaliers are awesome. They can become, I can't remember what they are, but maybe Crusaders, or maybe the Knights become Crusaders. Can we afford any of those guys? Can we afford an angel? We can't get one yet. We need all these things. Okay, 9 archers. We'll grab them. Grab all of them. Grab all the pikemen. Boring ground troops, but we will get a barracks. Barracks appears, and we can also get ourselves nothing. Any more heroes we want to get? Darkstorm the Warlock? Nah, forget it. We can't afford to spend that. We could, but I don't really want to. Alright, let's keep going. So, move around the map, collect some treasure. There's all sorts of cool little story events as well, which I use similar tactic in Sword and Sandals Crusader, where there's one-off things like you come across a witch who offers to, see into the future for you, or that kind of thing. Let's take the gold. What's that little mushroom house? A seer's hut. Oh, if we can beat the Pegasi, we'll leave you. Pegasi are quite tough, so I don't know if we want to fight them at the moment. There is a mercenary camp. Let's avoid the fight for her at the moment, because we're looking a bit... Well, we can go into the underground. Should we do that? We can be happy underground. Ben Foltz. From a long time ago. Right. Oh, did that just take us... Oh, we were underground. That's how long I've played since I've played it. We were underground, and we've come back above ground. There we go. So there's our other hero. Man. Silly me. So there's an enemy hero. Should we take him on? What do you reckon? I reckon we should. With our 21 pikemen. Usually, when you see monsters, it'll tell you, like, there's lots of them, or, thousands, and that kind of thing. It'll tell you if you will win the battle. Ooh, we're outnumbered. We have some prayers. Let's cast some prayers on these guys. It might make them a bit tougher. Take out those. Oh, cool. These vampires that look like Nosferatu from the classic Dracula sort of vampire. That. Oh. I'm a bit worried about the zombies. Another prayer? Oh, we can't. It's where you want to get more powerful heroes. They can swing the battle. But the pikemen, these guys are tough. I've been damn impressed by them. And I haven't even upgraded them yet. But it looks like... Oh. Loyalist has abandoned the cause to disappointment. Disappointment. We've got one hero left. It's Caitlin. And I feel like I need to upgrade my army more. End turn. So we're about to lose one of our cities, probably. Get some more treasure. Gold. Oh, a treehouse. Some wood. Oh, that wasn't much of a turn. I love the music in this game and the atmosphere. You hear the birds chirping in the forest, and when you're underground, you hear the dripping of water in caves, and every monster has its own sound effect and beautiful. It doesn't sound like MIDI. It's a proper recorded soundtrack. And this game, even today, hundreds and hundreds of hours of good gameplay. This is not aged. This is a game that is still awesome today. And if you haven't played this, I can't recommend it enough. If you like these kind of games, this is, I feel like one of the best around. They did make I think 4 or 5 other Heroes of Might and Magics. There might have been up to 6 or 7. I never played them, but for me, the more they went into the 3D aspect of it, the more I kind of lost. I felt like it lost the charm. Although, correct me if I'm wrong, if you've played the newer ones and you like them, let me know in the comments, because there might be something I'm missing out on. Let's head to the Witch Hut. Oh, cool. She taught us a spell. A skill. Which means we can see further into the shroud with the eagle eye. Oh, what? Didn't see that coming. Oh, those things are like beholders. Got any spells? Cure. Nothing we can use that for. I feel like we want to retreat, but we might lose our like troops. No, we'll attack. I thought the Griffins were more powerful, man. I think I need bigger numbers of them. The biggest mistake I've made in this playthrough, and it's all starting to come back to me now, is what you want to do is build up your armies faster, or don't go exploring until you've got a better army, basically, because this is what's going to happen. I think we need to retreat. We're going to lose that battle. Oh, cowardly? Come on. So we might have lost our army. So we're back at our town. We've got a ton of gold though, but you don't get new troops every day. I think every week they will come back. So we can upgrade things. We can upgrade the barracks, and that will give us Crusaders who are stronger. But I think we don't have a lot of... Oh, Caitlin. Well, I thought we already had her. Well, she failed last time. How interesting. Should we get the Warlock? Yeah. He's got a troglodyte. He's not really that welcome in armies, but we'll have him for now. Alright, Crusaders. These guys are cool. Look at that. They're pretty powerful. I think you can upgrade you guys to Crusaders as well. Or now the reason... Oh, we've already built... You can only build one thing per turn. So we're going to have a couple of turns where we do nothing. Or should we send Darkstorm out? Treasure chest. Let's send him out to grab... Problem is... I know he can take that pack of orcs down. Oh, they want to join us. Cool. Sometimes you get armies that want to join your own faction. So it's cool. You end up sort of having like these, you know, holy armies walking around with, you know, giant behemoths and maybe an ogre or two. There's a really cool army. I've forgotten where it is, but it has these giant sort of Indian goddesses that throw lightning bolts, and it's kind of Kali, death god type things. Do we want a treasure? Yes. We'll take the treasure and we'll... Could we beat some elementals or the mercenary camp? Should we go to the mercenary camp? Oh, I thought I went to the mercenary camp. Alright, we're going to fight these guys. Let's send our Crusaders down. I can't remember how powerful air elementals are. They are not as powerful as us. I think we've got this one. You can do auto battles as well, but I quite like fighting them, unless they're, you know, they're not, you know, the battles that you know you can win. They just kind of automate them. Watch these Crusaders go to work. Boom, dead. Swords and sandals, Crusader. All right, look at them. I love them. They're so cool. They're clinking in their armor. Got any spells? Here's a warlock. Oh, stone skin. What will that do? Let's give that one. So that makes him a bit tougher in case the air elementals try to attack him. As I said, each creature has a special ability. Man, got him good. Great victory. Darkstorm the warlock already kicking goals. We can we go there? Shrine of Magic. Do we want to go down there? Yeah, let's head down there. Alright, end turn. And now we want to also upgrade next turn as well. What do you think? Fighting some Grand Elves. Oh, they're going to join us. Hey, things were looking very dire for a while there when Edric betrayed us and Caitlin fled and Voynus, or whatever his name was, Clownus from Clown City. Again, beautiful game. You look at games today, and a lot of the indie games look a bit like this, you know, and that's why I love the indie game revolution, because people are trying to make games like this. I like 3D games, but I hated 3D games from the early 2000s, the murky brown textures of like the original Quake, and then Nintendo 64 with its kind of blurry textures. Had some cool games, but just the 3D just did not sit well with me. Ooh, School of War. How did I miss that? We can come back to there. Let's head to the castle. Anything we can't upgrade? Let's get... What do you reckon? Brotherhood of the Sword? No, we don't need that yet. Citadel. We want that for base creature growth, which means more creatures will come to our army next week. End turn. You can really see how you just want to have one more turn. Lots of hobgoblins. We want to avoid them. A Mileto Tower and lots of pixies. Let's go to the School of War. Is that like the School of Rock? Not really. Oh, what do you reckon? 1,000 gold. Let's get some attack. Which means that everyone gets like a +1 bonus to their attack. Through the garrison. Alright. Another building for us. What else do we want to build today? Let's upgrade the town hall. Oh, we should have upgraded that earlier, because it gives you extra gold per day. Those other nefarious heroes up to no good. I bet at some point they're gonna... So that's a garrison. We could leave our troops there. The cool thing about this game, one of them, I mean, I cannot speak highly enough of this game. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I played hundreds of hours of it. But there are so many different buildings with so many different utilities and abilities that you're constantly finding yourself running into things that you haven't seen before. Oh, ancient artifact, speculum. So he now has a speculum which allows him to see further into the shroud. Once you get a couple of more powerful artifacts, your heroes become, you know, truly heroes of might and magic. You know, excuse the pun, but, you know, legendary. So there's a hero mucking around there, and I'm a little hesitant to fight him until we get our stronger army. I really should be trying to claim some mines and things like that, because we don't have that much in the terms of things of stone and wood. Our messenger has just arrived to tell you that the influx of new towns is only going to grow larger and larger. They will stop at nothing. The messenger is noticeably favoring his left leg. You see a trail of bloody footprints and a small puddle of blood where he stands. Intrigue. He breaks down. Oh, okay, nasty beasts has attacked him, and damn. So we're basically in trouble. There's a lot of text. Cool. Basically, yeah, we're in danger. There are some evil creatures that will be arriving soon. Keymaster's tent, we'll go to there. I think we could probably defeat the Pegasi once I get back and get some new troops for my hero. Should we survive that long, of course. What do we want to get? We need... Why can't we build a monastery? Oh, we need the Mage Guild. Because I reckon we can get Archangels at some point. In a few more turns. Maybe like another week or two. Not in real time, of course. Not unless you want to hang around with me another week. You guys are enjoying that. Garden of Revelation, we get some knowledge. You probably can't see because my silly face is hiding things, but down the bottom it tells me what abilities and things my characters can do. I should have really put my face in the left corner of the screen in hindsight, because I am blocking off the view for a few of you guys. I'm not going to play for too much longer. I just want to build up a bit more of an army and then take on someone bigger. I'd love to get archangels. Stop going on about archangels, everyone says. Come on. Well, there's us. We can go in here. Do we want to grab some troops? Yep. We can actually do it all in the castle. Who's available? Archers. A couple of monks. So these guys are sort of, they throw holy bolts and things like that. And then become zealots when you upgrade them, which is pretty fun. Let's hang around for another turn. We can... How do we get a Portal of Glory? Oh, we just need a few more things. We need 20,000 gold, which is prohibitive. Prohibitive, I tell you. Let's get some zealots. And now these guys can be upgraded to zealots. So the cool thing is, watch this. You can see that guy? Upgrade. Bam. Now he is a really cool looking zealot with a glowing face. So you can upgrade a lot of your troops once you upgrade the buildings. Who's available? No one yet, but in a few days, what we're going to do is going to wait 3 more days, get some troops, and we're going to take on some people, and then that will be the end. Shall we take on the Pegasi? Oh, where are they? Where are these Pegasi? I can't even see them on the map. Am I blind? No. I mean, maybe I am, but let's head up here. Let's take on some pikemen. Wait for the week to end. Oh, so once your armies get bigger, troops get afraid and try to flee. And it's quite a nice, powerful feeling. I didn't really need to engage them. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm so used to it. Let's use our archers. Grand elves. Oh, these guys are cool. So watch them. They'll be... Yep. Crusaders forward. Put on your sandals. Got some cool spells now as well. Magic arrow. Should take out these guys. Gone. We'll use our shoot the halberdiers. Oh, that poor troglodyte is afraid. Onto the orcs, not the troglodyte. Why is he afraid? Just got miserable morale. Maybe he doesn't really want to be away from his own kind. Morale means I think your attacks do half damage. Cool, we get some fire magic. Or advanced learning, yeah. Which means you level up quicker. Now we control a wood mill, which is quite good for us. We'll go up here, then we'll head back. How's our money situation? We need more, that's for sure. We've got some money, got some wood. Infested with troglodytes. Do we wish to enter and take him on? You're damn right we do. Let's take him down with some magic arrows. Pepper him up. In a lot of these strategy games, I don't know how you guys play, but I like to concentrate all my firepower on one troop type, because I feel like even one enemy alive is more dangerous than they get a free attack in, rather than having all these 3 or 4 different enemy troop types alive all at once. I'd like to take out entire packs. It's like when you're fighting a boss and all his little minions, you take out the boss because the boss does a lot of damage first, even with 1 hit point. Oh, those Crusaders, man, they're damn powerful. Even the... Oh, I shouldn't have done... See, that was silly. I sent my Grand Elves in there. No strategic genius, am I? What we're going to do is we're going to return to the town. Pick up whatever troops we can, and we're going to go out and fight someone, and then it'll be the end of our game. Back we go. Pick up whoever's available. We could get some griffins. Sure. Right, who can we get? Oh, it's tomorrow we can get one more day. So watch this. End the turn. I'm surprised they haven't bothered to try and attack us. Week of the Pegasus. So if you are interested in picking up some Pegasus for your or Pegasi for your army, you get extra Pegasus growth this week, which is kind of cool. Right now there's 21 troops available. 10 Griffins, 4 more Monks, more Archers, more Crusaders, but we can't afford them. Ah, that sucks. They're the ones I wanted the most. Right, you guys join the army. You guys join the army. Welcome. Combine them. Troglodyte can stay at home. I don't like his attitude. It's a bit stinky too. He's been hasn't bathed in quite some time. So I think that's enough for us to head down and take on some people. What do you reckon? Anyone nearby? Yeah. Brave Darkstone the Warlock. Hero of might and magic. Oh yeah, dressing gown. It's late at night, of course. It just goes without saying. I didn't have any instant coffee tonight, sadly. I had a delicious coffee earlier today, though. At IKEA, in fact. I went to IKEA. Had some meatballs. Wow, this is fascinating stuff, isn't it? YouTube. That's why I've got so many subscribers, right? Alright. So, there's an Acropolis. Shall we attack it? Let's do it. So there's a siege now. I'm going to try and knock down the walls, because it's quite dangerous. Only our ranged troops can attack them while it catapults, until a catapult can break through. But the silly vampire has decided to come and engage us. He should have stuck behind the walls. The griffins can fly over the walls too, I think. Everybody forward though. And oh, these guys are cool. Liches, powerful. If you ever played Warcraft, Arthas was a lich. And Antares from Swords and Sandals, pretty much he's a lich. For all intents and purposes. Take out the liches because they will hurt us. Can I get in there? Not yet. I want to drive them forward. Maybe I can. I think the wall might have been breached. Yes. Griffins over the wall. Pikemen back to take down the vampires. Vampire. I am a vampire. Hello. I want to suck your blood. Hey, orcs. Delivering the pain when it matters. You guys forward. I reckon another spell would do wonders. Cool, the liches out. Who's left? Only the skellies. And the zombies. They're walking dead, about to get put back into the grave to rest. Oh, there's liches up there, but maybe I think they just come with the castle. Cool. So we defeated that castle, and now we own that citadel. So anyway, that's Might and Magic. Heroes of Might and Magic. What did you guys think? To me, it is a wonderful game, and I played it a lot in my late teenage years, and playing it today brings back a flood of wonderful memories, and it certainly inspired my design, my game design, and certainly my world building in terms of everything from monster design to music to even the visual style. There's so much to love about this game, and you can play it a hot seat multiplayer or even I think online multiplayer. I can't speak enough of this game, and I do love it, and I urge you, if you haven't played it before, give it a go. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for sticking with me. This is probably one of my longest videos yet, and I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. I can't remember what I'm going to play next, but I'll be making another video sometime next week. of course, if you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe, and leave me comments and tell your friends, because I'm really enjoying reading what you guys think of not only Sword and Sandals but of the other games I play. Alright, well, it's late. It's work tomorrow, sadly, for all of us. For those still on having a nice weekend, enjoy it. And for the rest of us, sleep well and bye for now.